Hi, I'm Robin. It's great to be with you today. Well, today is a talk from the heart. It's part 2 in our series, How to Connect with Your Child. And I thought it would be good to bring in a story that I could remember from my own life. You know, my goal is always to encourage you, and that takes me being very authentic and real about what's gone on in my own life. It's not always easy raising children. As a matter of fact, it's true, it's the hardest job you'll ever have. I look back and I can think clearly. There was a time in my life I had 2 little girls, and my life was very full, like yours is. Jobs, commitments, volunteering, and of course trying to be a great mom. But I remember we were on our way somewhere, and guess what? We were rushing. You know how things go. You try to plan it out, but something happens. Somebody has an accident, or somebody throws up, or somebody's knocking at the door, or the car won't start. There's all kinds of things that go on. Well, I don't remember what happened particularly, but I remember that I was impatient, and I had these 2 little girls, and I remember I yelled, and something just connected inside me that told me I needed to find another way to speak with them, and I didn't want to do that anymore. I guess I remember looking at their little faces and just that they don't understand. They didn't understand what was going on, and it really affected them. So I decided then I was not going to yell anymore, and I took steps to work towards not doing that. Now, I can't say I never yelled again, but hardly ever yelled again, because I just decided, although it seems like you want an outlet for that energy and your frustration and anger, it didn't really take us in a good direction. And of course, it didn't add anything to my little girls' well-being. That was back when I had 2 little girls, and of course we added 2 precious little boys after that. So we had a total of 4 children who are all grown up now, and they're doing really well. But when I talk with them about different things in the past that ended up being positive or negative, I'm really grateful for this change that took place, and I really want to encourage you to not yell, because what happens is in their little mind, they don't understand why that is so important. And we know that their precious little hearts, depending on how they respond, what their love language is, which we'll talk about in the next video, they can really be affected quite adversely. So if they have a strong love language of words of affirmation, then if we just say something off the cuff real quick and real strong, that will really affect them in a really negative, scary kind of way, and we don't want that. I realize life is really busy and it's really tough, and hang in there. It'll get there, you'll get there, it'll get better. You know, it's all about us sharing what we've been through and trying to encourage one another. That's what I'm all about. I made plenty of mistakes. I'm grateful to be on the other side. Now, another thing I'd like to talk to you about, along with yelling, is the busyness and the hurrying. That is another aspect of raising my children that I realized could be really negative and affect them in a way that I didn't want. Because when I became so busy and I was hurrying and I had my day packed way too full, or I didn't even have it packed full, but just all the things that came up throughout the day, what happens is what your children want to talk to you about and what they want to show you, it's less important because you're filling your mind with all kinds of other thoughts that seem so important. So if you can, I would really encourage you to try to do what you can to make your day less full and less hurried. That could be planning more ahead. It could be making lunches the night before, or planning out some of the things the night before. But it also could be saying no to more things. I also remember reaching a very critical point where I learned I had to say no to some of the things. Remember that saying, good is the enemy of best. So you want to pick the best things in your life to choose to do. And I was grateful that I made some of those changes. I did plenty wrong, but I just want to talk to you from my heart and tell you to hang in there. I don't want you to give up. You know, we're all learning how to do this. I'm still learning how to be a wonderful Mimi. And as we say, it doesn't come with an instruction book. But I did read a lot, and I did look at a lot of moms around me. And I looked at families that I admired and how I liked the way they did things. So that's what I want to leave you with today. If you want to connect closer with your child, I would encourage you to work on not yelling and to work on not being so busy, not having your life so full so that we don't have to hurry so much. So many wonderful things happen along the way when we're able to just take time and listen and smell the roses. You're doing a great job. Keep it up, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.